Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to win it, but a long way to go in the year. So happy to have won it, but it's a random regular season game in the middle of December. So you try and not get too high with the wins and too low with the losses. It's just another building block for us.
We were always expecting a big game. Between these two teams here today, did it sort of play out as you, I guess, expected or were leading into?
Yes and no. As you said, for whatever reason, we just keep playing these guys in the finals. There've been two programs that have been really steady over the years. So every time we come to Townsville or Townsville come to Perth, it's always a ripper of a game. So I guess today was no different.
It was fairly evenly matched in the first half, points-wise, and then your team sort of went away with it in the second. What, I guess, was your half-time chat like, or was there anything to, I guess, just inspire that little bit of extra kick at all?
No, they'd be taking credit off the girls. I don't think we changed anything at half-time. So that was all the girls doing.
How did you find it out there this evening?
It was good. Playing in Townsville was always fun. Like, the crowd is, always super loud, and it's, a fun environment to play in, and they're a really, really good opponent. So, yeah, it's good for us to, have a hit out like that.
What do you take away from the game? It's still very fresh, but, yeah, what do you take away from a performance like that from the team?
Look, I just like the way, as a team, we got around each other. I think that there was a lot of sharing the ball, a lot of, we had, I think, 5 people in double figures. So, for me, it was just the way that we really kind of stood together and came into our huddles and had each other's backs and stuff. That was probably the biggest standout for me.
That's all from me.
Cool.
Anyone online?
Hey guys, I'll jump in. It's just Seb from AAP. Ryan, I'll start with you. Obviously, you dominated the rebound game today. I think it was 47-32. Was that a real focus of you guys during the week, especially coming up against Townsville?
No, and in all honesty, we don't ever look at the total rebound count. We just look at the 2 offensive numbers, of which is 16, 17. So, again, I understand the total rebound number is different. We made more shots than Townsville did. So there's less easier defensive rebounds to get, and vice versa. Townsville missed more shots, so there's more easier defensive rebounds to get. So we ignore the total rebounds. We only look at the offensive, and that was the difference.
I feel like this is asked every week about the team, but even after this win, do you still feel that there's a lot more improvement you want to see within the squad moving forward into the next couple rounds?
Yeah, it'll be the same answer as last week, plus 4 training sessions in Nahan. So Han's now 10 training sessions in. We've obviously got another import sitting in Perth that we've got to add back in as well. Again, we're starting to learn how she plays. We're starting to tweak some things to suit how Han plays a bit. Han's learning how we play, so she's getting a little bit better with it. So at some point, obviously, we'll get healthier than what we are currently. So yeah, as always, we're not trying to peak, and we're not trying to win the championship in December. We're just trying to make the finals right now. What are we on? 8 wins. So we've got to find another 4 or 5 minimum just to make playoffs. So that's the only, as boring as an answer that is, that's the only focus right now.
Anneli, there seemed to be a lot of physicality and almost a little bit of fight between the two teams today. Did you feel that out there on the court?
Not really. I mean, it's always physical. Physical is good. I mean, people want to watch physical basketball. People want to watch that, So it's a part of the game. I think that that's the way the league is heading. So no, I think it's great. I don't notice really any difference between that game and the last.
Awesome. That's all the questions I have.
Ryan, it's very good on you. But take you back to October, you said often in the big games they turn into rugby, and you wanted to be able to play rugby with the team you put together. That became rugby at different points. How proud are you of the way you stepped up after Ali copped the blow to the face and went on a 2-25 run?
Yeah, that, what's the word we should use, that's PG. That annoyed the playing group a little bit, how that play played out. So, like we warned our girls pre-game, we're unlikely to get a 50-50 whistle here. Obviously last time we were here in the finals, it was 7-1 against us at quarter time. It was 11-4 against us at half time. Southside were here 2 weeks ago, I think it was 21-12 against our side. So we warned our girls, you've got to play through it. I'll try and deal with the refs. You guys play. And the way the girls fought and stuck up for Ailey Wilson after that play, probably the happiest we were all night.
Anneli, if you were involved in a couple of those big moments physically where it was on in big contests for the ball, how important was it to stand your ground and win those physical battles to then be able to have the impact on the scoreboard?
Yeah, I mean, when am I not involved in the physical plays, I guess, Craig? I don't know. Like, I always try and put myself in that position. That's part of my role on the team. So, no, it was, yeah, I'll always be putting myself in those positions to try and win those 50-50 balls.
Can you talk about Chiba and what she just keeps on doing at the moment this season? Like, she's in career best form, and some of the things she did tonight just helped to turn the game.
She's unreal. Like, playing with Chiba is so much fun. Like, I think that, like, she's just got this knack as a leader on the floor, but then also, like, she plays so hard, and she's physical, and she has a cadence about her that is just different than anybody else. There's nobody else like her in the league. So she's a really special player, and it's, you know, it's fun to be on the court with her.
Cadence.
Cadence?
Damn.
You know, I stole that from Tuss.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a tough saying. Yeah, she's been phenomenal all year. It's like a career year for her, and how she does that with, dealing with Eli as well. Like, again, there's a lot on her plate. So super proud of how she's playing. She's also just such a funky matchup because she's essentially a 1-2-3 for us. And Townsville's got a lot of small guards. So like when she drives, and she reminds me a lot of Sean Redditch. Obviously not the point guard aspect, but everything's goofy footed, everything's wrong footed. And once she jumps, because she doesn't look athletic, but then she jumps and she can, like, her shot release is so much taller than other point guards. So she can get it off. Like today, she goes 9 of 11 with 5 assists. She's playing really well.
Just finally, Anneli, playing with Hahn, like 28 and 13 with 4 blocks, like, to have someone who you can just go to work, here's the ball, do some damage. Like, how valuable is it to have that as a get-up clause when you need it?
Yeah, I mean, like, we will continue to support her in whatever she needs to kind of continue to acclimate to our environment. But I think that the part that's missed a little bit is just how great of a teammate that she is. Like, the numbers speak for themselves, right? But she is just an incredible teammate, great human being. And she's always asking what she can do for us, which is crazy, you know? So, yeah, it's just like having, like, again, the numbers are unreal, but as a human being, like, she's just come in and been, you know, such a bright spark for our group.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.